This video demonstrates how to search AAPG Datapages to find scholarly sources. My sample topic today is the geology of Antelope Island. You can find the database on the library's homepage or on the Geology Research Guide, which is where I am now. Find the link to AAPG Datapages. If you are off campus, you may be prompted to log in with your MySLCC username and password. Once you do, you should see Welcome Salt Lake Community College to know that you're accessing our content through this database. AAPG Datapages provides a variety of ways to search its collections. The full text search option will let you search for your keywords anywhere in the document. Title will search for your keywords only in article titles. Use the author search to look for specific people or researchers you're interested in. Abstract will search for your keywords in the brief summary of the document. And references will search for your keywords only in the citations of a document. I recommend using full text or abstract when you are using AAPG Datapages to search for articles for the Geology Field Trip assignment. How you use these different searching fields will impact what types and the number of search results that you're getting. So for a first search, let's just start with something pretty general in our broadest searching option, which is the full text box. I put Antelope Island in quotation marks because that tells the database to keep that place or those words together as an exact phrase. And I added Utah just in case there's an Antelope Island somewhere else. I'm not sure if there is, but that's a good way to make sure we're specifically looking for articles on the Antelope Island that I would be researching for this project. When you use AAPG, it'll show you your number of search results at the top of the screen, in this case 70. And really the only way that you can modify your search results from here is by sorting by relevance, date, year, etc. And we can see whether or not we have some relevant articles in our search results. Something I do like about this database is it's very clear what year the sources are from by looking in the right-hand column next to your search results. You can also revise our search. So in this case, if we're going to be a little bit more specific, let's say we want to look for our articles that mention Antelope Island anywhere in the article, but definitely want it to be about Utah. We could try putting Utah down in the abstract box. That drops us from 70 results to 14, so much more specific. Another option would be to ignore the Utah part and just put maybe Antelope Island in the abstract. So remember, abstract is going to be a little bit more specific of a search than using the full text box. Right, and we've seen that come out because we're only getting 2 articles with that. Another thing that we could do is try leaving Antelope Island up in full text, but instead of specifying Utah, we could say something like the Great Salt Lake, because we know the Antelope Island is a part of the Salt Lake. And so using that term instead of Utah might get us a different set of articles. So here we're at 12 articles. We can see that Antelope Island and Great Salt Lake, where they appear, are highlighted. So that's helpful for telling whether or not these articles might be relevant to our topic. This process I've just went through, you can call iterative searching. What that is just taking different keywords or different sets of keywords and trying them in different combinations to try to cast a wider net for sources on your topic. Let's go ahead and open up an article kind of at random. So I'm going to go ahead and choose this one. When you open an article in AAPG Datapages, you almost always can read the full text in HTML form, or in the About This Item box, you can choose full text PDF and open and download the full PDF of your article. Happy searching!